How much money do you have in your savings? 100 people were asked this exact question in a recent video by the team of a channel called Cut. Let's find out what they said and why some of the answers given point to some bigger problems. The video bears the title, 100 people reveal how much money they have saved. At the time of recording, it has received almost 700,000 views. Now, remember the title as there's a discrepancy I will reveal to you later in this video. And while you're at it, allow me to introduce you to my friend Frank. Make sure to stick around to find out what his deal is.
How much money do you have in your savings?
Ooh, see, you in my business, don't do that.
Depends on how you look at it.
Oh God.
Alright, let's give this video some structure, shall we? For me, there are 4 main points that stick out and that need to be addressed. Main point number 1. Money is a very private topic.
My mom always told me, don't tell people how much money you have and don't put your purse on the floor.
Do you not feel comfortable saying like around how much you have saved?
Not really. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Why?
Some stuff just needs to be private.
Now, how many can relate to them? How many of you would share your net worth openly on the internet? How many of you would have their doubts to do it?
Go fuck yourself, you don't know me.
For me, it certainly does make sense not to disclose your net worth to anyone who asks, because people can be quite predatory. But when I first heard those answers, I thought about some deeper truths when it comes to talking about money. When I was younger, I was constantly told by my parents,
"You don't talk about money, you just have it."
Makes sense, doesn't it? Even as a young boy, this did not really make sense to me. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but at the same time, I do not have it? How should I learn more about money or any other topic if I'm not supposed to talk about it? So, strategy number 1, start talking about money. Main point number 2, people tend to avoid personal finance.
I don't check the bank account because I don't need that negative energy in my life.
Now, this was actually one of my favorite responses, and I believe it belongs into someone's yearbook. I believe all of us have the tendency to avoid unpleasantries. We use different coping mechanisms like procrastination, be it consciously or unconsciously, to avoid facing topics that are uncomfortable to us. This avoidance coping does, however, not influence our bank account in a positive way. We can ignore it, but the negative energy is still there lingering in the dark. And it doesn't really go away until we tackle the issue and start fixing the problem. Strategy number 2, stop avoiding and start addressing. Main point number 3, there's good debt and there's bad debt. While there were some who had a respectable sum saved up,
500,000?
200,000?
most had a couple of thousands,
30,000.
$28,000.
16.
16,
15, 12,
11.
11,000?
10,
10.
10,
Maybe have almost 10K?
$9,000.
$8,000.
or a few hundred.
800 in my savings.
$500.
$200.
135. $120 just wait until payday, man.
That's cutting it close, right?
Oh, it's cutting it close for sure.
A solid $100, and I feel very good about that. That's gonna be good eating for the next 2 weeks.
Or even a little bit less.
Like $60.
$10?
Almost none.
No monies.
None.
I ain't got jack shit in savings.
And then there were those who were in debt.
Oh, I have a lot of debt.
Like, I got one light ticket that I just got a letter that said it went to collections.
Do you have any student debt?
Oh, yeah, I do.
For college, when I try to go, they'll never give me financial aid, so I pay for school myself.
How much debt do you have?
$5,000.
10,000?
20, 63.
$100,000 in debt. I went to a private college and it was a very dumb idea.
Do you have any debt?
Hospital debt. Yep.
I have a few chronic conditions and I was fucking uninsured.
And here is where we come to realize that there's different kind of debt. There's the good kind and there's the bad kind. Can you already guess what the good kind may be and what the bad kind may be? I personally would describe it like this. Good debt has the potential to increase your net worth and to enhance your life. This can be debt for education, on business endeavors, health, investments and assets like real estate, which generate rental income and can increase in value over time. And then there's bad debt. This is debt you take on for consumption, for instance for a new TV, or for any perceived assets that are not really assets because They do not make you any money. They rather cost you money. Examples for bad debt can be also a new car or even your own house. Bad debt can really get you into trouble, while good debt might improve your life. Strategy number 3. Choose good debt and avoid bad debt. Main point number 4. Spend, save, invest. Once you start making some money and you have to pay your own bills, you realize one thing. Life is expensive. And the other one thing is that it is not really about how much you make, but about how much you keep. In a nutshell, you have 3 different options on what to do with your paycheck. Option number 1. You can spend it.
Are you good with money?
No,
Why aren't you good with money?
because if I make it, I spend it.
I love an eBay fashion find.
I do have a little shopping dependency.
How do you get by?
Not so much. I'm living month to month right now.
Your spending habits largely influence how much your net worth will have increased or decreased at the end of every month. If you have a shopping dependency and you spend it all, you live month to month, there won't be much left to, for instance, option number 2, save. Now, if you are able to not spend all of your monthly income, you can put some aside. You can hold cash reserves or put it into a savings account. However, to my knowledge, it seems that no matter where you live at the moment, be it in the US, Sweden, Norway or Germany, leaving your money just in a regular bank account will not result in high or any positive returns, even covering the yearly loss caused by inflation. As your money is not working for you, it will be eaten up by inflation. And we do not want that, do we? Your third and final option is to invest. The only real thing that you can do if you want to increase your net worth is to invest. You can invest in yourself, develop new skills, get a higher education, learn basics in business and finance. You can do all that and much more to increase your human capital, to be able to earn more income in the long run. The other option here is to invest in assets that give you a nice return on your investments. These investments can be, for instance, real estate, stocks, or index funds like ETFs. Strategy 4. Spend a little, save a little, but invest the rest. For all of you who made it this far, now at the end of this video, let's talk about what was wrong with the title of the original video. And do you remember Frank? Whatever happened to him? If you want to guess for yourself what it may be, go ahead. Click pause and watch the full original video. Try to figure out what the issue with the title is and investigate the role that our friend Frank plays in all this. Then come back to this video and comment your guess in the comments below. When you have done all that, click play again and see for yourself if you're right. Alright, the discrepancy that catched my attention was this one. Notice, as in the title it says, 100 people reveal how much money they have saved. But when you actually watch the entire thing, you notice that the wording changes quite quickly to, we asked 100 people to tell us how much money they have in savings. After you're done watching the whole thing, you will be quite certain that you did not just witness 100 people reveal how much money they have saved. This might be a small little detail, but I was very disappointed. I was promised answers from 100 people and only got around half of that. And where is our friend Frank? Maybe you did not even see him when watching the original video, did you? This might be due to the fact that he was part only of the initial few seconds, but he never returned. I personally miss him because I really wanted to know if he was doing alright financially. So if any one of you have any knowledge about our friend Frank and his whereabouts, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.